Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, as I said, Avatar, the original one, is an absolute masterpiece. I was blown away by it. But if we talk about the story, it's pretty much Pocahontas, dude. It's pretty much Pocahontas.
I don't honestly. I don't remember much of it except that there's an invading force. There's like a disabled war veteran, I believe,
Yep,
and they put him in a machine that puts him into a Navi's body.
yep,
I think they're called Navi,
that's
and then
it.
he lives a second life in this universe or a different planet. I forgot what this world really is. I don't know. How would you
Yeah,
describe Avatar? What is it about actually?
it's as I said, it's pretty much Pocahontas, dude. If you remember the Pocahontas film Disney made, it's pretty much that. So it's people who live in a far off place, just living their life, and then the Western men come in and just. So essentially, Avatar is about Sam's character who's in the wheelchair, if you
Yeah,
remember him.
yeah.
And the
So
movie starts off with his twin brother dying, and this dude was meant to be in the Avatar apparently, but because he's dead, they're like, oh well, he's got a twin. Let's use the twin in the wheelchair, and they basically use him to be in the Avatar, and their goal is to pretty much get the what's the thing called in the tree? It's the I forgot what it's called, but they're trying to get this item that's buried in a tree, which is meant to restore their home world, which is Earth. And yeah, his whole goal is to pretty much join the
we can call it
Na'vi.
oil.
Yeah, let's just
I
say
think it's
oil.
fair to
Let's just
say
say oil. Yeah.
oil's fine. Yeah.
And his whole thing is to pretty much join the Na'vi, get to know them, and pretty much win over their trust, essentially, win their trust. And for them to pretty much strike when they're not expecting it so they can take the oil and get out of there. But of course, Sam's character, which is Jake Sully, he starts to grow. Oh, you know, he starts to like the Na'vi, and he's like, oh wow, these guys are pretty good. They're pretty okay. And of course, the evil Western men are like, we need to get the oil, we need to get the oil, and they're really impatient. And then the main leader and the military guy are like, screw these guys, let's just take their oil, burn it down to the ground. Sam's character, the Na'vi, are like, how dare you betray us? We trusted you. And literally, that whole first half of that movie could be an entire movie in itself. It could literally be its own thing. The movie literally could have ended with the whole tree being burned down to the ground and then Sam getting arrested, and then that's how the first act ends. And then the second half is pretty much the fight against the Na'vi. And then there's the Kokawom character. If you remember Pocahontas, there's the boyfriend that Pocahontas was meant to marry. It's pretty much the same in Avatar. Gamora's character is meant to marry this guy, but then Jake Sully comes in and she's like, let me show you the ways of the Avatar blue people. And they pretty much fight, and yeah, it's a pretty intense battle. If you take out every time they say blue people, it can be an allegory for, you know, how don't want to get
Oh,
all
I imagine.
political, you know, but
I
you
imagine.
know, just there's a
I
scene
know.
when one of the scientists calls the Navi blue monkeys, and all you can I'm just like, oh my gosh. You know, it's yeah, that's all I'll say. I won't go too far. But yeah. Yeah. You can literally imagine what they're trying to say, you know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if it wasn't obvious already, let's just put in some words and dialogue to like drive the.
And then like the finale when Jake is confronted the military man, he's like, "Oh, how does it feel, Jake, to betray your own race?" And it's like it's they're really hitting the nail on the head with this movie. They're being so obvious that it's not even subtle. It's like
Yeah.
even a 2-year-old can like understand what they're trying to say with this movie, you know? But
And
yeah.
it's the white guy,
Yeah.
embracing blue people,
Yeah,
quote
pretty
unquote blue
much.
people.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
Yeah. It's that. The story is so simple. It is so easy to follow. Pretty much it's Pocahontas, dude. It's Pocahontas. If you know the story of Pocahontas, the Disney film, it's pretty much that. Minus all the musical singing. I was honestly shocked. I was so shocked by how similar it was to Pocahontas. But the action's cool. Towards the end, they do a lot of cool stuff with the action.
it's kind of funny because the military men, they have like advanced technology, and these blue people are just using spears and bow and arrow.
Yep.
It's like really one side should be winning here.
Yeah. But do you remember how it ended?
Yeah, there was that character from Alien,
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah.
She becomes a blue person as well. She becomes a Navi as well.
Yeah.
That's what I remember happened. But she was a kid or something. I actually don't know how a human becomes a Navi. Are they just stealing a blue body, or are they just creating it synthetically in a lab? How does it work? How they're creating these this race? Do you know what I'm saying? How is Jake Sully becoming?
They basically go into these plastic chambers. It's like how do I describe it? They go into these pods, and then they fall asleep, and then they wake up in their avatar bodies.
Oh, that's why it's called Avatar, right? Yeah.
Let me share my screen.
Okay.
You can even see it on my screen.
Okay.
Let me there. Yeah, it's pretty much that.
And it's just transferring consciousness, right? Into.
Yep, pretty much it's that.
Okay. I find it very curious why James Cameron has spent his I won't say entire life, but a good portion of it on the Avatar franchise than anything else he's created,
I mean, I don't blame the dude. It made billions. It made so much money. I mean, if I made a movie that made billions, I would spend the rest of my life making sequels. That is like an obvious. But I think
he don't need the money. He doesn't need it.
Yeah. I think he just likes the world. He did say in an interview a couple of years ago that Avatar is like a way for him to experiment with technology, go further beyond, and just, see where it goes, essentially.
Yeah, fair enough. He's waited years for the sequel, right? And then all of a sudden we're getting another one, almost back to back.
Back to back, 3 years apart.
But the first two, wow, that was a big time gap.
I know. It was like, what?
13 years.
Yeah.
No.
I was a kid when that first one came out. I remember I went to the DVD store and the guy told me I was too young to buy the DVD for the first Avatar.
Oh, is it because of that infamous sex scene or some shit?
No, because I was underage. Well, I was kind of young. I think the movie's rated 12, so I was 12 at the
Oh, you
time,
were young.
but
Wow.
yeah,
Because there are some weird scenes in the first film,
yeah.
right?
There's like
Like the
a
thing with the
there's like
table.
a 4 second intimate scene. Like the two of
Yeah.
them are like cuddling, and then she makes a noise, and it's like, oh, let's boost that rating to like 15 because of that noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the movie, it's a visual treat. I will say that it's like the Demon Slayer of live action. You know, it's a very simple story, but it's executed so well, in my opinion. The humans,
I'll give
yeah,
it a rewatch. I'll see if it's
yeah. I think you should. I think it's an enjoyable watch. The human scenes reminded me a lot of Titanic, though. Like, there's certain moments where they're like running
I
and
I do remember enjoying the human scenes, especially the beginning,
yeah,
and I was so engaged with it. But then when it like transferred over to the Navi culture and all of that stuff, I wasn't interested. I was just I don't know, but I'll give it a chance.
it's very predictable. Like, what you think is going to happen is going to happen, but
Yeah.
it's still really good. I really do like it. I don't remember the second one. I'm gonna rewatch that later on, today or tomorrow. But that's Avatar. You know, good film. But yeah, we may as well just hop onto the main topic of the podcast. So, for whatever random reason, leaks have been revealed of Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day online.
Somehow I avoided all of it almost because I
Yeah.
thought they were AI, and I don't even remember what I've seen,
Yep.
if it was real or not.
So, before I reveal what these leaks are, do you want to have a guess as to what they could be? So, like, let's start with Avengers. Like, what do you think the
Okay,
leaks are going to be?
I do know. I do know for a fact. I believe they are. I don't know if it's weekly, but each week or something like that is like a new teaser, right, for a specific character.
Yeah.
So for the Avengers one, it's first week is Steve Rogers. Second week, I can't remember. Third week was Thor, and then the last week is Doom, and then the final teaser is the actual trailer itself. But I've seen a few Steve Rogers potential leaked trailers, and I don't know if it's real or fake because it's too confusing.
Okay, so I'll give you 4 different guesses on
Okay,
whether or not it's true or not.
okay.
Guess number 1. Steve Rogers wakes up, walks out of the house, and when he opens the door, it's pitch black. He's in space. And when he
Oh,
turns around, it's Thanos standing next to him.
oh
And he
hell, that's
puts
fake. Come on, dude. That has to be fake. Oh, Phyllis returning. Doomsday. That's crazy.
crazy. Guess number 2. Steve Rogers walks to the Avengers facility. He sees Sam Wilson, and Sam's like, "Steve, you're alive?" And Steve's like, "Yeah, yeah."
That could be real. That could be real. Are you sure?
Guess number 3. Steve is on a motorbike, and he's biking all the way home. Opens the door, comes to see Peggy Carter and his newborn child, and he holds the child up in the air.
A baby. That has to be fake because that's a lot of implication in Endgame. In Endgame, where an old Steve Rogers is giving the shield to Sam Wilson, but then then Steve Rogers' kid will be the same age as Sam Wilson. I don't. That has to be fake.
And the fourth and final guess is Steve Rogers is an old man and he's in the hospital. Sam and Bucky are by his side and he's pretty much about to, fade away. He's old. He's about to see his final few hours on this planet and then he fades away. Sam and Bucky then walk out of the hospital, look up in the sky, and they see the Fantastic Four spaceship landing down.
That has to be fake.
So which one do you...
We're getting it. So it has to be the two young Steve Rogers, but I don't think he has a kid. But that...
I'll give you one more guess.
Go on.
Steve Rogers
Yeah.
is an old man, and it's the scene at the end of Endgame.
No. You know one of the trailers that I've seen is where Steve Rogers opens the door and it's Doom has his back towards the door. That's one of the AI trailers I've seen.
I was literally about to say that. It was going to be like, so it's Steve Rogers is an old man. He walks inside his house, and as he's walking in, there's a man.
In what I saw.
Okay.
He was this is back in the 1930s or whatever time period this is set in. And there's a knock on the door, he opens it, and it's Robert Downey Jr. having his back towards the door for some reason. He's turned around. You knock on the door and he turns around showing the back. It's weird. And Doom's standing there. But I don't know. Why do I think him having a baby is the real trailer? That doesn't make any sense. Is that the real one? Is that the teaser?
So,
is the baby Doom? Is that the kid?
So yes. So that is the trailer that you just said. So the trailer is Steve walks home. He sees Peggy, and then he holds his baby up in the air, and then it cuts to black saying Steve Rogers will return as Captain America. In fact, I think that's a better description of that.
What are the implications for that? Because that is why interesting.
So let me go on this news article. I think it explains the whole trailer. Here we go. So the trailer shows an unknown character riding a motorcycle home, and when they go indoors, they pick up their old superhero costume. The camera reveals that the character is former Captain America Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, with a caption informing viewers Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Endgame.
But where's the babies?
Oh, sorry, there's a bit more. It also shows the character holding his baby with Peggy Carter's Haley Atwell, hinting at his hesitancy to rejoin the superhero crew. In other words, Sam Wilson is still very much Captain America. But then there are other reports out there saying that Steve is going to be the main character of Doomsday. So, who knows? Who knows, dude?
He should not be the main character. Doomsday is a Fantastic Four villain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also it's Iron Man's face.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. Maybe when they beat Doom, Doom becomes the real Iron Man or whatever, and then a new Doom would be born in the Fantastic Four universe. Oh, I don't know. This is so weird because actually Doom does exist in that Fantastic Four film. And then Robert Downey Jr. does show up
Yeah, he
at
does.
the end of Fantastic Four. I don't
He
know
does.
anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing?
So yeah, that's the first trailer. There is actually so as you pointed out earlier on, there are 4 trailers set to release during the Avatar films over the past 4 weeks. The
Yeah.
first is Steve, and the second is who do you think it's going to be?
I did see the list, but I don't know what order it will be. But I don't know who the third character is.
Okay.
Wait,
So who do you think
wait.
is the
So
second?
was it 4?
Yes.
Okay, and then is it Doom
Yes.
after? And then is it the final trailer?
Yep.
Trailer after that.
That's it.
Okay. So it's 4 going to that. Why is 4 getting his own teaser? That's
I mean, if you think
4.
about it, who are the characters who are going to be having their own trailers? Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, Chris Evans as Steve, and Chris Hemsworth as Thor. The big 3 of
The big
Endgame.
trio.
That's why they're all
True. It was
Yeah.
3 of them fighting
Thanos.
Thanos as
Yep.
well. That is, yeah. Do you know what? I need to start including 4 in like the conversation of like who runs the Avengers, because it's always Iron Man and Captain America, but 4 has been alongside them for like a similar time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it
has.
should be the big 3. Yeah, I need to stop disrespect. Was that all there was for like the Doomsday teasers, or is there more? Or should we go to the Spider-Man?
That's it.
That was it. Okay.
Now, for the Spider-Man one, I don't really know any of the leaks for that. I just know that. So, what do you know?
I seen a. This could be fake. I don't know, but I did see a line from Sadie Sink's character speaking to Spider-Man, saying, "If you're not careful, I will also forget you're Spider-Man," or something stupid like that. I don't remember, but it was along those lines. It was just a sentence. It wasn't a video or anything like that or an image. It was just like a leaked script between those 2 characters.
I think it's something like that, but I actually don't know. So let's type this in and see what this leak is all about. Digital spy. Are they explaining it in this one? They're just talking about. Oh, here we go. This one. Wow, it's like the full trailer.
Wait, what?
Maybe let's wait. I think I'm gonna wait for the full trailer to come out because it does appear that they are describing the whole trailer. I think I want to wait until that, unless you want to talk about that.
When it comes to leaks, every single time, Spider-Man leaks have always been true and real. So we don't need to look at this if you don't want to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until the trailer comes out for this one.
Because remember with No Way Home, like a year before the film came out, everyone was saying, "Oh look, here's an image of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield," and it was true. It was like a leaked on-set picture of those 2 with those two actors on set of No Way Home.
Hmm.
So yeah, just be very wary of these leaks for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the trailer comes out for this one, and then we'll discuss that. But yeah, it's looking pretty exciting. What do you think of Captain America, Chris Evans coming back to the MCU for Doomsday?
Yeah, do you know what? I actually did want to speak about this because I do find it unfortunate how they're relying on the old cast of Avengers because it's obviously seems like the experiment of like introducing these new characters and then having them lead the cast of Avengers have failed. So they're going back to the old characters, the old actors and whatnot, and then bringing them back to revitalize this franchise, which is sad because I would rather much prefer to see Sam Wilson as Captain America, not Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was the plan. I think after Endgame, they were meant to have the new Avengers, like Moon Knight, Sam Wilson, the Marvels, Captain Marvel, all be like the new Avengers. But I mean, look at the box office, like they've been flopping, even the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, the MCU is like seriously splintered in so many different directions. I don't know how they're gonna like combine everything into Doomsday. Like if you remember the Doctor Strange and the way that film ended, with the
Yeah.
third eye. What? Huh? Is he going to show up with a third eye in Doomsday? I don't know.
Yeah, that's going to
And
be
then,
weird.
and then what happened in Loki? Loki's going to show up. I think Loki. It's confirmed Loki is showing up in Doomsday.
Yep.
I'm not. Look how season 2 ended of Loki. How does that make sense? I don't know. It's just it feels disjointed, and my expectation for Doomsday is very because I don't know how they're going to pay off.
Yeah, it's really
Unle-
weird,
Yeah.
But I mean, look at the way Infinity War set up. I mean, all the characters in that movie were more or less split up. Thor and Loki were like
But that was
thousands of miles
the
away.
way, but not in terms of like plot wise storyline. That was clearly planned because they had like
Yeah.
a clear structure of going into Endgame.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah.
But this phase 4, phase 5, or whatever we're in,
Phase 6.
there's so much rewriting happening, and then so much like directors getting changed. It's
very messy.
It's not just the plot, but it's outside of the MCU is just very messy.
Yep. I mean, Kang was meant to be the main villain, not Doom initially.
That is true. Yeah. So I think you know what that's probably the big reason why this phase is so disjointed is probably because of the Kang situation.
Because I mean, Kang was already set up in Loki and Ant-Man 3, but
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, look what
And I didn't
happened.
even bring up Ant-Man. And yeah, I didn't bring up Ant-Man, but that's a good part of it as well, with him
Yep.
fighting Kang, like with a variant of Kang, and now
Yeah,
that's just going to be forgotten.
that's gonna be forgotten now. Because even that movie flopped at the box office. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think what's happening is that Kevin Feige is looking at all the movies that did well and are like, let's focus on that. Let's bring those characters in, and the characters that didn't do so well in terms of the box office, we'll still have them in, but there'll be more of side characters. Because I know the Thunderbolts are meant to be in this one, and their movie was a bit of a flop as well,
All right. Wait,
Yeah.
the Thunderbolts.
Yep.
What? Yes, the Thunderbolts. For some reason, I was thinking of those other superheroes. The one with the giant pit bull.
You mean
And the
the
guy that can... I forgot what they're called.
Eternals?
Is it the Eternals? The woman with the long red hair?
I think so. Or maybe, yeah, Eternals, I think. Damn, Thunderbolts only made $382 million. That is crazy.
But these like the Thunderbolts are like they're not mainstream, you know.
Yeah. But there was like a lot of, I'd say like online hype around the Thunderbolts leading up to the premiere.
That's that echo chamber we were speaking about a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yep. And speaking of echo chambers, there's all these people online saying how they don't like the fact that Steve is back and that it's ruined Sam's potential. But in my head, I'm like, but you guys could have had the power to change that, you know? You could have gone to the cinemas to watch Brave New World. That would have, you know, that could have been the start of this new era for Captain America, but barely anybody turned up.
Fair.
You know?
I don't think that's fair to say because that film truly sucked. It was so boring. I think if anyone is to blame, it's Disney for not doing a better job. Because don't get me wrong, I am excited to see Steve Rogers return, but it's the reason why he's returning is because they didn't do a good job with boosting these other characters, so they have to rely on their historic characters. You know, that's why it sucks.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, wasn't Captain Marvel meant to be like a main player as well?
We don't even know what's happened with Captain Marvel. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
and then was it the Secret Wars, that TV show, or the Invasion arc or whatever? That was so dumb.
I didn't even finish that. I gave up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wins in the fight?
Yeah.
Sorry. Side thing. Who wins in the fight? Scarlet Witch or Jean Grey?
I'd say Jean. You know, Jean was pretty
right? Yeah,
OP in the second X-Men.
Yeah, Jean Grey. The Phoenix Force, bro. It's literally a god in that universe.
But yeah, honestly, if I'm being honest, I think it's both Disney and the audience's fault. You know, if I'm being honest.
Don't blame the audience though, because the audience were just watching.
Yeah.
You know, all we have no participation except for like boosting box office views. But if your box office is low, that's probably because your movie sucks.
Yeah, but Thunderbolts was so good. Even Fantastic Four is a pretty popular IP. Even that didn't do as well as it was expected to.
With Thunderbolts, they are returning though, so there's no issues there, right? So even though Thunderbolts didn't make much, they are still returning. So
yeah, I suppose. Yeah, they do have a part.
That is, yeah, probably a small one.
I mean, Sam is also still going to be in the movie, you know? Like
Sam is still going to be Captain America.
Yeah.
There's no way. They're going to have a scene where Sam gives his damn shield back to Steve Rogers. That's going to be so...
yeah.
Going to hate that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the online Discord is kind of crazy. You have people hating on the audience because, you know... Oh, you should have gone to the cinemas, didn't support the films. And then you have people who are like, well, if Disney made better movies after Endgame, then it would have been different. But, you know who I blame? Not just the audience and not just Disney, but actually I would say Disney, to be honest. Because I think it's the TV shows, you know. I think the TV shows killed the MCU.
Kang, it's... This whole Phase 5 experiment, it's weird. And also the Spider-Man film as well, how Sony wants a specific date, but Disney wants to push it back and put it on a different... It's weird. That whole situation's weird as well. They're juggling too many pieces.
Yeah. But yeah, I think what this shows us is that... people just want to see the popular characters on screen, you know?
That's also true.
I mean, Thunderbolts, Captain America 4 and Fantastic Four came out after Deadpool and Wolverine, and that made billions. Billions. Even Guardians 3 made over $800 million, which is pretty insane.
But these films are very good.
Yeah.
I loved Guardians 3.
But even
it
like,
was so good.
how do you feel about Black Panther 2?
I've never seen Black Panther 2. To be honest with you, and I'm gonna get hate for this. I didn't like the first Black Panther film.
Ooh, that's a controversial take.
That's a hot, controversial take. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I hated the final fight. It was such a horrible CGI fest. I don't even know what was happening in that final fight. That final fight should have been such a hyped up moment, but it was ruined.
I mean, I haven't seen that film in a long time, so I think the last time I saw Black Panther would have been 2022 when the second one came out. From what I remember, I liked the movie quite a bit.
It's good, dude. Yeah, that museum scene, oh, so damn. Where he's like, "Yeah, no, I ain't stealing. I'm just returning it back." Oh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Even like the
Yeah,
villain.
do you know what? They should make Killmonger Black Panther. If they do like reset everything with the universe, just make Michael B. Jordan Black Panther.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I think that would be that might be the best decision to do, you know. He'd be like an anti-hero, like Punisher.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would be pretty good. But yeah, what about Thor? Did you like Thor Love and Thunder?
God, no, I hated that film. Unnecessarily, there's every joke per second. Why? Why is there a funny, stupid scene every second of this film? Taika, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah, but the movie
Why?
made over $700 million, you know? Still pretty good, you know?
That's true. What? Yeah, because it did have the same director. It is coming off of Endgame, right?
Yeah,
After Endgame, I think this is like one of the first few films that came out, so people want to see what happens after Endgame.
pretty much.
But man, this was a letdown. This was such a big, stinky, wet fart.
I've got a hot take about Thor that I
Yep.
don't think a lot of... I think I've said this millions of times in the past, but I'm not a fan of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's pretty...
yeah,
like,
no.
the way people talk about Love and Thunder, like, I don't like Love and Thunder as well, but it's pretty much the same movie as Ragnarok. You know? It's literally the same movie.
I think the thing is with Thor, I don't think he has a specific good film.
I
The
actually,
first Thor
I think
movies-
I kind of liked the first one. You know, it had, had that charm to it. You know, it had like, for what that
Dude,
movie
it
was.
has bleached eyebrows.
Yeah,
It's so outdated.
yeah,
But from my point of view,
Mm-hmm.
why I like Ragnarok, the first one I didn't like. The second one I definitely
yeah, the
didn't
second
like.
one was a bit of a
third one-
slog.
The third one changed everything. It's no longer like moody
Mm-hmm.
and drainy. It's not dark and gritty. There's actually light in it. There's a bit of comedy scenes in it. But for some reason, Love and Thunder just went all in on a comedy.
Yeah, it
They
was
didn't just-
a bit. Yeah. What are they gonna do with Jane Foster in this one? Because she's alive, isn't she? She went to that
No.
heaven place in the post-credit scene.
Oh right, yeah, she's alive and there, but not on Earth. Yeah.
But they are teasing that she's gonna return. You know. So
Possibly in the
what's going on with that?
Maybe Secret Wars or in 4-5 potentially.
Possibly.
Because they set up in 4 Love and Thunder. They did set up 4 versus Hercules, or whatever his name was. So that's
Yeah.
interesting. There's only one hype moment in 4 Love and Thunder. It was when he grabbed that lightning bolt and
Yeah.
just like threw it. That was such a sick scene.
You know, if
And
they,
they wasted. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, if they cut out the jokes in Ragnarok, I think that would have been a much better movie. You know, like I wasn't like laughing at all the jokes in Ragnarok, but if you ignore all the humor in it and just stick with the story, it's pretty good actually. You know, I like Hela as a villain. I like how Thor is able to channel his new powers and all that. And I like the dynamic between him and Bruce, you know. But I think it's some of the humor is a bit like, just tone that down a bit, you know. Just tone it down. Could have been perfect.
Yeah, I will.
Tone it down.
I need to go back
you know.
and watch Ragnarok.
But me
again
too,
because,
yeah, me too as
it's
well.
Been a while.
I mean, this is my opinions from like 7 years ago, so I don't even know. I might even be wrong about that, you know, for all I know. The last time I saw it, yeah, I think it was 2018 that I saw it.
Yeah, it is a long time. Yeah.
So I might have a different opinion.
Love and Thunder is relatively fresh in my mind, and that's why I hate it so much.
I barely remember that movie.
It's so bad, and the CGI is so bad as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of memes online back in 2022.
Like that one specific scene where the guy that guards the Rainbow Bridge, right?
Oh yeah,
Who is played
Handel.
by- yes, his son, who's a CGI ghost face or whatever.
Yeah.
They asked for his name, and they made a joke out of it. Every piece of dialogue, there's a joke in there for no reason. For some reason, it's far more than Ragnarok. I have to tell you, because Ragnarok does have some.
I might need to rewatch them because
more
I barely remember, you know, Love and Thunder. Yeah. But yeah, I will say this about Thor. Thor's best iteration was in Infinity War, in my opinion. I think that was Thor in his prime. Him coming into Wakanda in Infinity War with Rocket and Groot. Oh my gosh, dude, that was hype. That was hype. I kind of wish this is what Thor was after Infinity War.
But they went the fat route.
Yeah. I think this is like
deep with post-traumatic stress, PTSD. I didn't like that at all. A lot of people didn't like that.
Yeah.
Because remember when Infinity War ended? And like, yeah, Thor is going to get his revenge. He's going to be mad and angry.
Yeah.
No. You see how he is now? Wait till Endgame. And then when we got to see him in Endgame, he's sitting on a couch playing Fortnite and he's overweight. Like, dude. Because if you think about it, he did get revenge on Thanos in the beginning of the film in Endgame.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
It didn't bring everyone back, so he was depressed. And because there was nothing to do, he just played video games and just ate. So that kind of makes sense because like he killed Thanos, right? In his world, in his timeline.
Yep.
But the people he loved still died. And there's 5 years of that, which is sad. So it does suck that we don't see like him in Infinity War shape, but it does make sense that he is sad, depressed, and overweight, and playing Fortnite. So, yeah, that character arc is depressing actually.
Yeah, that arc was pretty bleak, But yeah. So Doomsday, my gosh. I'm a little disappointed that it was leaked. I wish they just, you know, kept it a secret, released it in the cinemas like they said, and then, you know, surprised people. It would have been a lot better.
I think because the first teaser was going to be lined up with Avatar Fire and Ash, right?
Yeah.
Is Fire and Ash out already? Or is it...
It's meant to be... I think it's tomorrow it comes out.
Tomorrow. Yeah, that leaked way too early.
Yeah, way too early. Speaking of... That's
weird.
Speaking of Fire and Ash, my gosh, it's tracking to open at over 340 million at the box office. That is
Crazy.
absolutely insane. That's kind of
Has there ever been a film made by James Cameron that failed?
I don't think so. I think they've all like, topped the box office.
That's insane.
Huh, fascinating. Moana 2 was the most watched film on Disney Plus in 2025. It's so...
Oh, Sadie Sink is. Oh, don't click on Sadie Sink because that's going to be a spoiler for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I won't. What's interesting about this post is that people hated this movie, People really hated this film online. But it made $1 billion. And now it's the most watched film on Disney Plus.
Echo Chamber, dude.
It's so... Whenever I see stuff like this, I just always laugh.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy Moana 2?
I liked it for what it was. It's nowhere near as good as the first one, but it was nowhere near as bad as people made it out to be. It's like a fun kiddie movie, like, let's go on an adventure. Let's just have some fun. Let's have some jokes. They do rehash elements of the first one, but it's really, dude, it's harmless. It's so harmless. It's just, it is what it is. I'm just blown away that, it's just, whenever I see this, I'm always like, oh my gosh, echo chambers, it's just funny. And it's the same with Doomsday. People are like hating on these leaks, but they will be the first people in the cinemas to watch it. And then it's going to make $1 billion, And then Disney will be like, whoa, we were right. Steve, Thor, and Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. are always the money makers. So let's keep doing more of this,
Is it profit? It is profitable, right? But they are paying Robert Downey Jr. like $50 million.
Yeah.
Doom, which is insane.
That's a lot of money.
Insane amount of money.
But they will make it back and more, so it's...
They will make it back. Julie James says, who wins in the fight, Thor or Franklin Richards? And obviously, if we're talking about right now, this minute, this second, it's Thor, because Franklin Richards is still a baby. So, yeah, go for smash that toddler into pieces.
Unless it's a big time skip.
Unless there's a big time skip, and then, yeah, Thor, yeah.
My theory for Doomsday and the Captain America baby, I think that baby is going to be Steve Rogers of the future. I think they're going to reboot it, and he's going to be the next Captain America. In my opinion.
You know what I'm afraid of in Doomsday? I think it's going to be overbloated with too many superheroes, because you have to juggle in the X-Men characters, you have to juggle in the Fantastic Four characters, and then you have to juggle in the current Avengers characters.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 3 hours long, and the pacing is going to be all over the place. I don't know. I don't know. I hope it does well, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. I mean, Infinity War had a lot of characters in, but that was still pretty good. You had the Guardians of the Galaxy, the original Avengers, and all the other guys.
This is another hot take from me, but I didn't enjoy Infinity War
as really?
Much as Endgame. Yeah,
wow.
I didn't like. I know. Because of that fact, because there was too many characters in there.
Yeah.
Is why I didn't like it. I didn't like changing perspective so many different times. I didn't like seeing Wanda with that robot dude.
Oh, Vision.
Vision. I hated every moment they were on camera. I didn't like the Wakanda stuff up until 4 shows up, because all it was a CGI fest of these like CG. I hated that, and the stuff with Thanos and Peter Quill, like they beat Thanos, he's asleep, and then Peter Quill's like, "You killed her," and then he starts hitting him to wake him. It was so dumb.
People hated Peter in that movie. There was a lot of
stupid. It was so stupid, and that's why I like Endgame more.
I think I like both movies equally, but yeah, you go on.
Endgame was a bit more self-contained up until the end.
Yeah. Which one would I say is the best in my opinion? Um, I think they just both work as one movie in my opinion, but I mean you
Yeah, it's a
have like
direct sequel.
direct
Yeah.
sequel, yeah. Honestly, I think I just like both. I think both movies are just excellent.
Both have its pros and
And
cons, that's
cons,
for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, yeah, I mean, 4 is better in Infinity War than
Julie
Endgame.
James, we've read your comment. We gave you an answer. It is your fault for leaving and returning.
Yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, both movies are pretty awesome in my opinion. But I think Endgame is more like emotional in my opinion. It's a little bit more wow, it hits harder, you know. And like you said,
Endgame.
it kind of yeah, Endgame. It kind of goes back
Yeah.
to the original Avengers because it's those guys from the first movie. It's more
Yeah.
contained,
Yeah.
and I think that's why I like that one a little bit more as well. But yeah,
And there's less character mistakes as well.
yeah. I think they should
You
have
don't, there's
just
no, yeah.
they should have paused the MCU after Endgame. You know, I
Yeah,
mean
but yeah,
it's in the
they should.
title End Game. You know,
We're in the end game now.
I kind of wish they just paused it for a bit, took a break, came back with the X-Men, but I wasn't a big fan of the choices they made, you know, introducing all of these other characters. I think it should have been the X-Men that were the next main characters, in my opinion.
That moment in Endgame was a bit sad. The moment with all the female superheroes, but there's no Scarlet Witch. Yes, not Scarlet Witch. There wasn't Black Widow
Oh yeah, that was pretty sad.
because she was that character is like the OG of the Avengers
Yeah.
and missed out on that moment.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. Oh well. Maybe they'll have another moments like that in Doomsday or Secret Wars.
But isn't that character still dead?
They could bring her back, you know? You know,
Yeah,
time
screw it, everyone's
traveling.
going back. Yeah, yeah,
It's they can just do whatever they want to do.
yeah.
Oh,
Easily, yeah, just
yeah,
write it in.
easy. I was going to talk about the whole echo chamber of social media again because Hogwarts Legacy has now sold 40 million copies worldwide.
Which is crazy, and I don't think that they're making a sequel for that game, which is insane. Because
Yeah,
Warner Brothers are in a dire state right now. But that game is so damn.
it is pretty good. But I mean, I just remember the boycotting around this game, you know, because of you know who and her opinions. But it just shows you, dude, that I think a lot of people just don't really care. They're more interested in, you know, the content more than what the person is saying and all that. It is what it is.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I do understand why this specific game got hate. And it's mainly because of J.K. Rowling.
Yeah,
And
that's
like,
the
what she
only
says.
reason.
So
Yeah.
it is literally the only reason. But, you know, people grew up with that franchise and they love that world so much, so it is hard to separate the two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, people do separate the two. It's easy to separate her and the work she created. But she's still, like, profiting off it, right? 'Cause it's still her intellectual property.
Pretty much. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It looks like the Oscars will start to stream exclusively on YouTube from 2029.
Oh, the Oscars.
Yeah. So it looks like they are no longer going to be airing it on TV. It's going to be online.
That's actually cool because in the UK, where do you usually watch that, right?
It's
There's not
like
many channels that
is it like Sky
show it.
Atlantic? I think.
I don't know.
I mean, I haven't seen the Oscars since Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, but yeah.
Such a great moment. I love that moment.
What did you think about that moment? I mean, I didn't really.
I thought it was scripted. Legit, I thought it was fake and scripted. Like, yeah, they planned this to make it like a breakout. No, that was a real, genuine moment where he
Hmm.
just walked up on stage and smacked him. Wow.
My
And
gosh,
in a funny, ironic way, it did revitalize Chris Rock's career.
it did.
Because Chris Rock was a nobody. Like, he just died off for
Even Will
reasons.
Smith as well. Like he's been like getting a lot of more attention. Doing his Europe tours and all that.
What is Will Smith even doing? I don't even know.
He's been doing like a lot of like little gigs like in Europe. Like just singing his songs. He was in Bad Boys 4, which did pretty well. But it seems like
Oh,
people have moved on from all that. It's like old news. You know.
the bad. Have you seen any of the Bad Boy films?
No,
Like
not
the
one.
latest one?
Nope, I haven't.
Oh, never mind.
There are so many films I am like behind on watching. I think I think because there's just so many things to do, I'm always on YouTube or TikTok, and I think this is also affecting movies essentially, like the box office. Like people online are always complaining about how original movies don't do well in the box office, and it's always the sequels and the remakes that do well, but
I disagree. I did because I would agree, but last year Dune 2 was snubbed to ass, bro. That wasn't like nominated for almost anything. There, it was such a and that Dune 2 was easily the best film of that year by far. And
yeah,
who won? Nora, which is
true.
a new film.
But I mean, like, in terms of the box office money, like
For box
sequels
office money, yeah,
always do well, and I
yeah,
think
that's
it's,
yeah. I agree with that statement.
and then people are like, but you know, it. People always blame it on the lack of marketing, for the reason why movies don't do well, like Elio. But I just think it's because when people see new movies, they're like, I don't know about that. And I think there's just this whole online thing about nostalgia, like going back and reliving, past events, like remembering older movies from your childhood or your teenage days. And, Hollywood are just responding to it. They're giving us sequels.
Have
And
you seen Elio?
yeah, I did.
Was it good?
It was pretty good. Not the best movie of all time, but it was pretty good.
Okay. You don't think there's going to be an Elio 2, right?
No, this is the last one,
Oh,
I think. No.
yeah.
Unless it does super well on Disney Plus and it becomes a cult favorite, then no, I don't think so.
Okay. The only time where I'm okay with like sequels is when they plan it, when the original IP have a lot of questions left unanswered, and then there's room for an actual sequel. So that's when I'm okay with it. But if they just do sequels just out of making money, then I'm like, nah, that's a clear cash grab. Then I'm kind of against it.
it's pretty rare when a sequel is doing it to continue the story. I think most of them just do it for the money, but yeah, there are movies that do it to continue the story. Mainly the movies that are based on books or comics or whatnot, you know.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the ones that tend to do better. But yeah, a lot of movies tend to just do it for the cash. I know they're bringing back Jennifer Lawrence for the Hunger Games, and that I don't know if that's based on the books and if they are actually in the books, but it does feel like, hey, let's just bring these guys back because they were the main stars of the original movies.
Oh, have you seen that Simpsons clip? That was so dumb.
I saw the one with Maggie in when she's talking.
Oh no, the one just like she pressed the back button. It's literally the scene of Marge and Homer in Mart's room, and the quote is basically, "This is why people watch."
Our son is ruined.
Um,
Childhood over. Innocence gone. He's gonna grow up to be an
what's it called? That
incel, or
Smiling
a
Friends,
sexist jerk, or a
and not the Simpsons.
manosphere guru.
It was the post was literally above the Hunger Games post you were reading just then.
Cool. Yeah, I just seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. The voices are...
The voices are so bad.
I don't think I've actually watched a proper episode of The Simpsons since, like... maybe like 2014?
I sometimes go back and watch the Treehouse of Horror.
Oh, I have not done that. I haven't done that in years.
So good. But sorry, yeah, what were you saying about the Hunger Games? Because I saw that post of the Simpsons scrolling by. Like, okay.
Oh, I just said, I don't even remember. Something about Jennifer Lawrence returning, yeah.
To be honest with you, I've not seen the Hunger Games sequels. I've only seen the original. And I didn't like Hunger Games when I seen it.
Yeah, the first one you have to... I don't know how to feel about these movies, you know, because I did watch them back to back, but it's never a franchise that I'm obsessed with. Every time I go back and rewatch these films, I'm always like, yeah, it's alright, I guess, but I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me, you know. I think I'm more into like the Maze Runner than like the Hunger Games, but I feel like these movies are like a...
Maze Runner either.
Oh, okay. These movies feel more like a product of their time, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, we don't really need like a Hunger Games movie because we are kind of living in a Hunger Games world now, essentially.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Messed up.
It's one of those movies from the modern era where it's starting to feel dated now. Like, even when I go back and watch it, I'm like, damn, it's feeling old now. It's feeling old.
Is it because of the technology they used, or like the way they filmed it?
I think it's like the film look of it, and even the tech. I think
Yeah.
it's a bit of both. But like, it's just the whole dystopian teen genre. They don't do that anymore, you know. This used to be huge back in the day, you know.
Maze Runner, Hunger Games.
And there was Twilight as well.
True, yep.
I think Harry Potter started it all, to be honest. But yeah, it was just that era of like books turn into movies. You know,
Literally any good book can turn into a film.
pretty much. But we don't do that anymore. It's now, then it was like superhero movies that took over, and now I'm not too sure what like the main genre of film is. That is really grabbing people. It's like
I would say, in my opinion, I think it's the Spider-Man animated, right? Where every animated film looks like Spider-Man,
I guess so.
the Miles Morales.
Yeah, I guess so. But
To some degree,
to some degree, it's that.
not fully taken over, but like most recent animated films have that visual, except Disney films,
Yeah,
because they have their own art style.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know what like the new like phase is now for movies. Like, what is the next big thing that's really like dominating the cinema landscape?
I think we're turning a corner towards video game movies.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that actually might be it. You know.
Because we are getting so many more TV, video game TV shows, and I
Yep.
think now it's gonna turn a page into movies.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Yeah. I mean,
We're getting a new Mario movie, and also a Legend of Zelda film is going to be is in the works. There's a game going to be made for the PlayStation, and alongside it, a damn film, which is just funny. So I think it's not happening at the moment, but it will be in the future.
yeah, I do think that's like the next big thing. Even Friday, is it Friday Nights at Freddy or Five Nights at Freddy?
Five Nights at Freddy, that's a
Yeah,
video game. True,
that's
yep,
it.
that
They're
is
doing
true.
that as well. And of course, you got Mario and Sonic, being what they are.
Sonic, yep, yeah. Maybe we are here. Who
Yeah,
knows? Maybe it is. Is it?
I think
Is
we
the
are.
phase
I
we're in
think it
right
is.
now?
I think it is this phase. I think it is.
Can you type in video game movies and see what shows up? Minecraft movie? Yeah, I forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah, that did pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, this I think this is the era of video games. Yep, for sure. Or video game in different media now as well, because like it's dominating TV spaces with stuff like The Last of Us and Fallout,
Yeah,
and
you're
a
right.
new God of War movies in the works.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, also a new. Have you seen the new Street Fighter trailer?
Oh no, I think I missed that one.
I think you should watch it just to see how goofy it is and corny it is. But that's what when video game movies try to take itself seriously, I think that's when it fails. But when it tries to make a joke out of the whole situation, I think that's when they thrive. Because I really think the Street Fighter film looks amazing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
And a lot of like famous
Hmm, nice.
M Bison or Mike Tyson or M Tyson. I forgot what the character's name is. And then there's Roman Reigns, and then there's Cody Rhodes. Too much.
It looks pretty cool. That's coming out next year.
I think it could. There's a potential of it doing very well.
Yeah, I think so as well.
That guy's comment. This looks like shit, but I will watch it. And that's exactly right, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for movies. Let's probably jump into anime with what's been going on. Have you been keeping up with One Punch Man?
Oh God, yeah. Sadly, I haven't been watching it, but I've been seeing the memes.
Yeah.
Oh right, have you seen the Bob Ryder stuff? The director. This is not anime news, but this is back in the movie space. But have you heard of the Bob Ryder
Yeah,
stuff?
didn't his son,
Yeah, it's
Control Alt
crazy.
Delete?
Control Alt Deleted. Oh, that's crazy.
Crazy.
I can't believe you just said that. Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta say
he
that.
unalived him. Yeah.
Yeah, can't really say.
Yeah, Control Alt Delete. That's a new one. He Alt
Yeah,
F1.
yeah, it
I
was
haven't.
pretty sad, and yeah, it does suck. I mean, I don't think I know too much when it comes to his filmography. I know he did The Princess Bride, but I don't think I've seen that film in years.
I still haven't seen that film, The Princess Bride. I need
Okay,
to watch it.
maybe
It's
not
like one of
this
the
one. Yeah, I haven't seen this one yet. I thought I saw it, but I didn't.
what Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a film. I see a lot of clips pop up on my feed from The Princess Bride.
It's an
And it looks
old
good.
film.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's made very good films. Have you seen Stand By Me?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, he's made that. And have you seen Misery?
Yeah, when the guy who's a book writer gets
He's
kidnapped.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
I saw.
writer,
I've seen
gets
that.
kidnapped by his biggest fan.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Very good film. Yeah.
He did.
There's some other
Hallie
films
Met
he's made, like
Sari, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah,
That's
Harry Met
crazy.
Sally.
Oh no, he wrote it.
He didn't make not the Wolf of Wall Street.
Then why does his name pop up? Huh. I don't know actually.
That's Googled in a nutshell.
Oh, he
But,
was
yeah, sorry,
he was
Nisha, we'll go
a
back to-
cast in that. That's why. Okay,
Oh, he was. Oh, okay. He's okay.
that makes sense.
What is happening with the anime sphere? What is happening with one?
Oh, just a lot of crazy stuff.
I seen like the drama with Nicholas
Yes.
saying that you shouldn't like quit animating. It's not your job. Which, to be honest with you, it's the whole situation's messed up because I don't think you could solely blame players for what's happening.
Yeah. So with one, yeah, it's. I think it's just the production committee's fault because they're the ones who financed the animation studios to make this. And I think Nicholas's Light's comment probably should have
So a lot
been
of
more targeted towards the production committee than the animators, because there are some talented animators on this, but they're just being rushed,
Yeah,
They've worked
rushed. Not a lot of people working on it,
yeah,
and it's a recipe for disaster.
pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, it's pretty much the same as it's always been, it's PNGs, it's bad animation, bad art, it's a little sad, seeing how far this series has gone downhill. But yeah, that's One Punch Man. JJK is scheduled to air next month, which is going to be pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
When are going to get
Is
that?
Is it the first two episodes, or do I have to wait a week for the second episode?
I'm not too sure, actually. It might be weekly, like it's always been.
Yeah, but because they released the first two episodes in the cinema, I thought they would just release
They
those
could.
two episodes.
I'm not too
in,
sure,
like,
but they could
at
do.
once.
Yeah, they could. let's see what they're gonna do first. Nothing's been confirmed yet when it comes to the episodes, but we know it's coming soon. And I think during the Jump Festa event, there's meant to be a bunch of updates. So there are some theories. It's going to be like an update for Black Clover Season 2, the final arc of Bleach, JJK Season 3, the One Piece Elbaf arc, the One Piece Wit Studio remake, the Haiku movie, and the potential My Hero Academia movie or OVA. So that's pretty cool.
I would love to see a post-world movie of My Hero.
I mean,
One for all for one.
We kind of even have that with Chapter 431, which didn't get adapted into the anime, but
didn't you say that was like mostly the credits?
It's no, because the credits they do show parts of it, but not all of it. Chapter 431 is like the epilogue, which are like extra pages, you know. But
I would rather see Deku in his Iron Man costume. A movie around that.
But yeah, there's that.
I love that.
Yeah. Hopefully we get some news on the Wit Studio remake. I'm not too sure if we will, but that would be pretty cool. But I can only...
know what arcs are being animated
for the remake?
Studio?
I can only imagine they're going to follow the same path as the live action, maybe.
Is it weekly or is it just one season? Or how is it working?
I think because it's Netflix, they might just dump it all in one go, you know?
Are they hired to animate the entirety of One Piece? What's going on?
There's no news on that. No news.
Because I swear to God, if Wit Studio pull the same crap again... Oof.
They've done it twice already with Vinland Saga as well. Like, it's insane.
Yes,
they really have this need of like dropping series when they're halfway in the story, which is
exactly, yeah.
I think it's because
they're going to be like
the studio.
One Piece is too long. Let's just end it here.
I think it's because the studio are quite small. So yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, like, One Piece pre-time skip doesn't really need to be animated again. Because Toei has already done a really good job at animating pre-time skip One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's the pacing issues after post-time skip is where it gets really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when it starts to really, you know, get a bit bad. But I'm not too sure what they're going to do with this, you know. There's just no information that's been revealed yet in regards to One Piece. But hopefully for like season 1 of this remake, they will go up to Nami's village arc.
Possibly. That would happen like in like 50 episodes in the original animation.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of content. So if they do 24 episodes for this Netflix special, that is...
I mean, it could be like what the live action is, you know, like the live action in 8 episodes managed to get to the Nami arc.
Island. Yeah. But that's a lot of content they skipped as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty condensed.
It worked for the... Yeah, it did work. It's like one arc an episode.
Yeah, pretty much. But I suppose we just have to wait and see. There's some controversy surrounding this one Nami post, which has gained over 5 million views. I'll just share it on Discord.
Okay.
It's this one right here. So it's basically the pre-time skip Nami from like the early 2000s, late
Right,
90s,
I
and
see.
then
Yes.
it's the current 2025 art style. Yeah.
Is this in the flashback? Is this a flashback?
Yeah, it's meant to be
sequence
like a
in the 20s?
flashback scene to like, yeah, this scene.
Yes, horrible. Yeah, I do not like that.
The eyes are very,
Round, too round,
yeah,
bulgy.
very bulgy. And a lot of people agree with you there. Like,
It's less color as well.
yeah, it's very, faded, you know. It's got like a washed out look to it. Yeah. One
Change
Piece.
the eye colors and then change the hair to black. Give it like a Nico Robin. Basically, every female character looks the same. in
Yeah,
that art
pretty
style.
much. Yeah. It's pretty much the same template. But yeah, like One Piece has had a few different art styles even before Wano, you know.
That's true. Sure.
But not just One Piece, but a lot of like animated series have always like changed their art styles over the years. I know one in particular is Ben 10. It's not an anime, but that had a few different art style changes.
Yeah, I've always favored the original Ben 10 series animation compared to
Yeah.
its counterparts.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, look at that.
Dude, like, come on. The hell is this new art style? The hell is that kid? What is it? What is that? I've never seen that before.
That's the reboot.
The hell is? Ew. That has to be fake, dude.
No,
I've
it's
never seen
real.
that
It's on
before in my life.
Cartoon Network. It came out in 2017.
What the hell?
Yeah. It was meant to celebrate the 10-year anniversary.
That's so hideous, dude. See, I don't mind the adult Ben 10 animation, but it's the color. I don't like the green
Yeah,
jacket.
me
It's
too.
hideous.
Yeah.
The green jacket is so
Yeah.
bad. It's like wearing green screen for no reason, dude. Ugly.
That was the main issue. Like, it's not even just his jacket, it's even the green in his eyes and even the green in the Omnitrix as well. It's I never liked that tone of green. I like the more lime, yellowy green color that he used to have.
Yeah, look at his pants though as well. I love that green.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
the
just
original Ben 10.
that's just iconic right there. I think this is one of the reasons why I couldn't finish it, you know, because it was so jarring to like
Yeah. it's
change, you know, from this to that and then that to this. It's like, oh gosh, it wasn't.
Have you seen? This is a good example as well. Have you seen Shaolin Showdown? There's another cartoon series, cartoon network series.
Shaolin Showdown.
So it's XIO.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it, but I never watched it.
So this series, it ended, and it kind of ended on a cliffhanger, and we didn't. And I thought the series just ended up until like 5 years ago. I realized, oh, they did make a sequel to this amazing cartoon show. But when I tried watching this new sequel series to this original amazing show, some of the voice actors have been changed, and they also changed some of the action sequences to CGI. And I'm
dear.
like, nah, I can't watch this. I can't watch this.
Oh, that sounds
I have to
awful.
skip it.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
dear.
show is amazing. I genuinely put it. I will put this show up there with Avatar.
Oh, nice.
I love Shaolin Showdown. It's so damn.
It looks good. It looks pretty good.
It's about these mystical items that are like thrown around in this world, and they have to gather them and find them. And they have an enemy called Jack Spicer, and he's also looking for these ornaments because this ghost is telling him to like get these items to like, and with these items you can conquer the world. But there's a rule: if two people touch this artifact, any artifacts at the same time, you can like initiate a Shaolin showdown, and it transports them into a unique battle arena, and they can like dictate the rules of this showdown. And they're like, hey, the first one to like catch this many feathers or whatnot in this time space, and then they can wager artifacts that they have. I can wager this mantis flip coin, and this mantis flip coin allows me to do like multiple flips in a row without like getting tired or whatnot. Or this person can wager the golden tiger claws, and this tiger claws lets me teleport. It's such a fascinating show. It's amazing, dude. You have to give it a chance. Such an underrated show.
I think it was owned by Cartoon Network or Boomerang.
Cartoon Network, yes, Cartoon Network.
So now that Netflix owns that, hopefully they will come to Netflix. I might check it out once it arrives.
Right, because Avatar is on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing about Avatar, it's the first few episodes are very hard to get into because it's so childish. It has such a childish tone, and then like by episode 7, it's already grown out of it,
Pretty much, yeah.
and then you're hooked into it. But
Then you're
I love
hooked.
Shaolin Showdown.
You're hooked to go. Okay, I think I'll put that on my list of things to watch.
And I'm not exaggerating when I say I put this up there with Avatar, because it's so good.
Looking at this, I'm just wondering what other series had an art style change that was either for the best or the worst for the series.
Pokemon, dude.
Oh,
Type in Pokemon art change, dude. The way they changed the main character, Ash, it's so dumb. I hate
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I hate it.
Wow.
So, yeah. So on the second row, the second image. Oh, so what the first Google image you had up basically, with the heads.
Yeah.
It's the second row, second image.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, look at the downgrade. What happened?
Yeah, it looks pretty bad.
What happened?
He looks like an old
Like,
man.
if you find not an old man, he looks like he looked like an average age kid, and then it just turned him into a baby. To type in Pokemon, bro, you don't even spell Pokemon correctly. You wrote Pokemon.
That makes sense.
Right, Pokemon.
Okay, this is more like it.
Yeah. They like what happened?
My gosh.
Or type in Pokemon Ash art change, and then you'll just get more examples of, more direct examples of Ash. Hopefully.
This one's pretty good.
Yes. But it's the same thing with Digimon. I think Digimon suffered the same thing where the characters just looked much younger than they did. Right?
Yeah.
Or am I mistaken?
They kind of cutified them. I mean, I think they're trying to get new kids to get into it, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because when I remember as a 10-year-old watching Digimon, I'm like, this is so cool. 10 years later, searching up Digimon, wait a minute, I don't remember these characters looking like this. Is my perception wrong? Have they always looked like this? No, they just changed the art style.
Yeah.
Made him more into like a baby.
Cutifying them. Yeah, it's a pretty common theme within animation. Anime. To do this. I don't know what other shows do this that I can think of. But it does happen with a more kiddie show. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all the shows that had like major art styles that I can think of. Can't really think of any
Dave,
others.
yeah. I can't think of any of them.
But yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think we did the majority of the stuff on the list of things to talk about.
No worries.
Yeah, I think it was mainly about the leaks, for Doomsday and all that. This time,
True, yeah.
next week maybe, I should be done with Avatar. See if there are any new trailers by then. Hopefully they release the
true.
Spider-Man trailer. Because, I mean, that's pretty much out already.
Yeah, that's coming out earlier than Doomsday, and Doomsday's already getting a teaser.
Yeah. They need to release that soon because the leaks are all over the World Wide Web. But Sony are taking down those leaks, so I suppose that's good. I won't
Yeah,
get spoiled. But yeah, that's the podcast done in a nutshell. Yeah. Awesome.
Awesome, no worries, bro.
Awesome, dude. Cool. Cool. Well, we'll do this some other time, like next week, maybe.
Yeah, talk about your review of Fire and Ash.
Fire and
if it
Ash.
was worth it or
Yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah, let's see there. But until then, yeah, cool. Good podcast. All right, see you, dude.
See you, man. Peace out. Bye.
Peace out. Bye. Okay, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching this podcast. We'll see you guys next week for Avatar 3 Fire and Ash. Later.